go from here now that all of their bullshit is blowing up? And how do we defend our lives knowing that nobody really gives a damn? So, where are we at? The Mueller report comes out pretty much confirming everything Trump's been saying the whole time. What are you talking about? Collusion with the Russians? What are you nuts? Blah blah blah. That's basically the way he's been saying it. What's next? Well, if Trump is a patriot, justice and the investigations that begin the road to justice, just like they were trying to do to him, will begin. They took their shot. It's all found to be a farce. Well, now we got to find out how it happened. That's the way it works. That's what oversight committees are supposed to be for. I don't know what they're using them for now. My guess is they're going to say or try to justify it to the American public that that's just how politics are conducted nowadays. And we're supposed to swallow it. I don't think so. Because there's been millions of dollars spent on this. People have been brought up for investigation, had charges laid against them that should have never been in the first place. Like I said a long time ago in a video I pushed all over YouTube and still can't break 100 views. That's how it works. They're doing what they have to do to cover their asses. And unless justice is served in one way or another, it's only going to continue. And it's probably going to continue even if justice is served. But we're out to handle our shit and protect what we already have. And their policies, ideas, and philosophies are not healthy for our way of life. So it really comes down to people being able to take a stand politically, and all this will start falling the other way. That's what this plan is all about. You should have been people who were supposedly awake throughout this whole process. Should have been raising an eyebrow once in a while saying, this kind of goes against what's out there. Maybe I'll look into this. Maybe I'll see what's what. Because that's been the plan for the awake people, to at least see how this is structured, what they're up to, where the offshoots are, and basically become, the American people are on the doorstep of becoming Q, because there's so many people that are unaware, quite literally going to have to share everything they know about this with everyone they know. And now you get down to the reasonings behind censorship and everything they've been building up to, because the other side, the deep state, they know how this works. They couldn't avoid it. They kind of got harangued into it, I guess you could say. So they're trying to get ahead of it. I understand now why there hasn't been much done on the social media side of things, because you had to keep it, the other side, the deep state, under the impression that they still run the show. Donald was basically on the ropes doing the old roper doper that Muhammad Ali used to do, taking all their bullshit shots, hanging around till it was his time to step off the ropes, cock a few up. politically. Yeah, be good. Yeah. It's just a truck in the street. I love my dog, but she's a little high strung. Hey, come here. Harley. Harley! Damn it. And the truck drove by. Yep, now she'll probably see something and bark like a fool. Hey, just trying to summarize where we're at in this whole process. Because it ain't real until they start dragging the ropes out. I'm for nationwide pay-per-views when it happens, but that's another video. There you go. Yeah, my chat don't scroll all the time. It's another of the many glitches that I get with YouTube. Yeah, that's what we'll call them. I'm thinking about leasing Harley out as a therapy dog because everyone could use a little stress in their life. And how I'd make my money is when they try to bring her back because the normal person's only going to be able to handle so much of this dog. They'd probably be saying for the rest of their life, I can do this. It's not as difficult as dealing with that dog. But I've been well traveled as far as crazy bitches go. All right, so where was I? All right, now that Mueller's done with his shit, it's counter-punching time. That's if Trump's the real deal. You can't deliver on all these promises, and he's talked about justice on many occasions, and not deliver, otherwise according to the way he's been rolling. Comes down to it, I think the whole concept or the idea, part of the plan with Q is to have the American people become Q to wake everybody else up. The whole we are Q thing. I seen that a while back too, but didn't make that one either. Oh, their next strategy or last resort, I guess you could say, would be to claim that this is all just politics. and the American public's supposed to, or at least wise they're going to try to push it, that they should buy into it. That's part of special interests and all that other shit. When it's only going to be pointing out the fault in the way our system rolls. I don't know how they're going to deal with the central bank, but apparently that's got to be part of the plan too, or we don't get out from underneath globalism. That'd be like cutting the head off a snake, because that's how they finance the whole thing is through the central banks. If you take away their money or their worth of their money, that's the end of that story. So I think I see the plan, at least wise the mechanics of how it works. I should have just stuck with one kind of video, sat there every night like Sean Hannity, pounding the same facts out again and again and again, so it becomes fairly obvious for people where things stand, and do it like that, because sunset videos just fucked off whatever, and it kind of throws everything off track. I should have been pounding this the whole time. I think I'm probably going to from here on out. It's the only thing that matters. Everything else is bullshit beyond your freedom to be who you are right now. Well, that was actually I guess Comey's already been on Twitter. He kind of some cryptic tweet. He's out in the woods by himself tweeting. So many questions, I think was the tweet. Well, tell me he ain't got shit on his mind. Hillary put it best. It was after, I think, the last debate. She knew she got her ass whipped again, and she quite literally said, supposedly, that if that man wins, we're all going to hang. And it's also rumored she has said, if I go down, you're going down with me. And that would be mentality. I got that read on her from when they came out of Arkansas. When was it? When all the dishes and the plates came up missing out of the White House. That's when I knew about Hillary. I went out quite literally and sacked up when they started saying that she was going to be president. That no wish that that Trump could beat her. Because I actually bought into a lot of the stuff out there about your vote doesn't count and it's all scam and this and that. Well, if it was, well, it might have been, but in 2016, if things go like it looks like they're going to go, that means it wasn't a scam. And we turned out in big enough numbers to beat the system, even though most people don't believe it. So, as part of the plan they put into place was to kind of show where they are, who they are, and when the jig was up and they ran out of punches, that's when it'd start going the other way. Like Muhammad Ali with rope a doper. Politically. So that's my kind of, I guess, in a 15-minute and 25-second nutshell, that's kind of my summary. We've been had if he turns on free speech, that means we've been hacked. And if somebody isn't standing behind some bars eventually, looking outside waiting for their freaking lunch or whatever, we've been had. Won't even get into the rope section just, but I might one of these days. Where is it? I'm gonna leave this up, so I'm gonna try to say useful shit along the way. If you knew this was breaking, would you fix it before it broke, or would you just say, cruise around with it until whatever happens? Where we're at, it's quite literally sitting there, and you got to decide whether or not you're going to try and fix it before it actually breaks down. And if you're going to repair something, it requires time and effort. You might even have to backtrack to gain the knowledge to do so. So you want to let it go, I guess 20 minutes, that's all I can hope for. Keep hoping the algorithm will break somehow and something will squeak out in the mainstream. That's why I figure they're messing with my Hot Wheels videos. So I've actually researched that. There aren't too many custom Hot Wheels tracks on YouTube. It's all whatever they offer or whatever. Oh yeah, yep, they were definitely voter fraud. I think there was voter fraud here in Wisconsin. The same scenario played out for our governor that played out in a lot of states across the country. That it was close, and then all of a sudden a big box of votes showed up that were for the other guy right at the end at the last minute. So the only reasonable solution for that is voter ID. There's no other way. And that's another part of their agenda with the illegals. They want them in here because if they can get the vote or figure out some way to have their physical appearance at the ballot box count, they have a better chance of holding power because it's all or nothing. That's why I quit researching Nibiru. This is way more important. Holy shit, man. We're all slaves before it gets here. No. There's some bad shit associated with all that. That's what I hate about going live. You got to sit here and keep running your mouth, or you look stupid. So I only figured I'd let it go about 20 minutes. So that's all the more you get. Hopefully, get somebody to watch, even if they just hold their interest for whatever. But it's all about to turn, and it's all up to the American people and the people of the world, for that fact. Because the tentacles of this, like I said in a video a long time ago, go all over the world. And what it's been to this point is getting underneath it, prying up so you can finally peel it off, like some barnacle or something. We got to be willing to do the work, to do the research we already know how to do, if not to help others to understand how it works. Take care, guys. And Lynn, see you later.